vafare nevanhu vavo asi papa vanhu vasiri vavo havavabvumidzi kuti vafare zvinofanana because isusu vanhu vari kuti vari kuenda kungonopemberera kuti vaona chamisa havasi kuvabvumidza kuti vaite izvozvo saka isusu imoto kuti mofara kuzimbabwe mofara kuti outside of zimbabwe aiwa kana yako mani nguva yacho inenge yadarika yadarika nguva yachikwana time yekuti now pavari kubuda outside of zimbabwe vari kubuda outside of zimbabwe izvo kuti vari kupinda musouth africa masouth africans should act vari kuda kuenda kosela even for any event people should act ani kuona even vakada kuda kuti yakuita chii ezitongo henzimbabwe panoda kuitwa mafaro hakuna hatakabvunzwa kuti mafaro aitikeza even where are they getting that forex nyika muna mari at the moment you can get forex where are they getting the money kuti vazoita mafaro where are they getting the money munhu ari kurara ne 1 million per day instead of channeling that money kuti ende kunoita vadye chikafu at least 2 meals per day woti wakunotenga whisky kuti uite mafaro aiwa hatingaiteka izvozvo aiwa hatingaite izvozvo aiwa
nawo vakutengesa nyika kumachina vaakutatiga pese pese mari yacho uri kuisa kuti ndo zvatiri kuda izvozvo kana wacho iye Mnangagwa awanikwe achiteerera zvido zvevanhu vemunyika kuti zano ivemo munyika vanhu vakavhota kuti zano ibudirire vanhu takamhanya mumasango tiri kumisha uku vana mujibva nanatimbido vakaita basa kuti zano ivemo nhasi uno ndo vaari kurova nhasi uno ari kuvakoshone mhere kuti ava pamari handiti saka izvo ndo zviri kurambwa nevanhu kumusha izvo zvipatara zvafa zvikoro hakuna vana havasi kudzidza mashoko ari kuvhara saka chii chaari kuita ari kuda kuzoita climate iye akavhara maindastry ese kumusha climate yanoda kuchema nayo ndeipi because iye haatomboikonzere bose akavhara maindastry motikari hadzifambi hakuna kumafuel saka chii chaanoda kuti atiitire tinofanira kuva nesimba rekuti tigwe kuti tinunure vanhu vari kumusha isu hatisi kutambura tiri kunoku tigeretu zvakanaka but asi hama dzedu dzinokutambura zvinokonzera kuti tisadya ari kuvhara mari dzatinotumira ikoko achivabira futi ovapa mapepa ake asingasevenzi iye achitora maus acho kana mapauni ouya ozotenga waini kuno hama dzedu chitambudzika uku vabereki vedu ari kudisplayswa mumavillages nekuda kuti ari kupromota machina sai auya kuno kuti asingaendi china kwacho nekuti machina haachamuda handiti nyika yadhigwa vanhu vari hatisi kufara baba Mnangagwa ngaabve takuda kuchinja.
I want to come back here, folks, and I want, right? I want to come back, please, and crucially, if I could ask all of you here, Zimbabweans, today you witnessed that it is possible to prosecute people who come from your country. And you heard from a man who's explaining 3 successful court cases here, lodged here in the UK, okay, about Sri Lankans. I, as a journalist, speaking to the young generation, those who are even, who are now teenagers and in their 20s, they feel demotivated. And they're saying, look, I need you now to speak generation. Our Brits Zimbabweans, yeah, who left the country maybe at age 2. Some who were born here in the UK and have no connection. But we saw today a convergence of Zimbabweans and Sri Lankans and practical steps that have been taken to change the country. Real practical steps with no bullet, bayonet, no catapult, no physical force. Just determination. But explain to me here, speak to the young generation, talk to the young generation, please. What should they understand about what has happened today?
It's one of the milestones that I believe it's one of the best things that have happened that we learned today. And I believe a lot of them we have actually graduated as lawyers, some of them as auditors and everything. it's high time that they can play a role in each and every field that they are in. Because right now we need people, lawyers, who can actually work on international law, try to prosecute Zimbabweans who have actually managed to run away from Zimbabwe. We know we've got people who can identify properties of monies that were stolen here, that were stolen from Zimbabwe that are here in the UK. We know this, and we have got now been shown that it's possible, it can be done. The Sri Lankan case is a case study, and we can use that as a template to actually manage to make sure that we do the same as Zimbabweans as well. So, I need you to just repeat that, please, down on the Sri Lankan, please. Yes, the case of the 3 Sri Lankans who have been actually been prosecuted successfully in the UK, and a lot of money. Sri Lankan government officials, yes, diplomatic passport holders protected by international law and yet prosecuted. Yes, I think it's one of the things that we should start working on right now, even for the whole of Europe, to say that the minute that they enter that territory, we have got cases that are there, that are pending, that people can deal with. Something that is tangible. This is why we are saying every Zimbabwean can play a part. Whether you're a lawyer, you are an auditor, you are an investigator, you know how to find these things. Let's start looking for these buildings. Let's start looking for these properties that they have got here. We know that there are people who know about these properties. That they should come forward with this information. We've got young Zimbabweans who are now British Zimbabweans. We are lawyers, who are auditors, who are forensic investigators. They can work on those cases and we can manage to prosecute. This is where the stage that we should be. Yes, we are outside of Zimbabwe, but you can play a different role. You can play a role here in the UK to make sure that you get the change that you want in Zimbabwe. It's not that you are
your message to the young generation here is get involved. It is possible. You can prosecute these criminals so that they don't run your future.
Yes, it's possible. We all love Zimbabwe. We all love. And I was talking to a 23-year-old who has just graduated. He was telling that he went to Zimbabwe for the first time and he was amazed by the beauty, but he can't stay there because of the infrastructure. You see, so it's the high time that we find all our resources that have been hidden here in the UK. We know. It's one of the ways that some of us, even Zimbabweans, are even cooperating. You find a Zimbabwean changing tens of thousands of US dollars into pounds and giving the money in Zimbabwe. Those are the people who are actually helping in the externalization of Zimbabwe, buying properties here. So this is the role that anyone can play. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. Anyone can play a role. Doctors can play a role.
Anyone.
Yes, doctors can play a role right now. We have got victims who are here. The doctors can document that and have records that can be used in court cases. So anyone can play a role. It doesn't mean you are an accountant, you can play a role, you can find the money where it is. It doesn't mean that you're an investigator, you can find where the money is. You're a lawyer, you can help prosecute, you can help in the building of these cases. But this is what we are supposed to be doing now. It's no longer about advocating here in the UK, or it's about advocating everywhere. You're in the States, find those properties. Try to find a way for you to prosecute. This is what we have got to be doing all over Europe. This is what we want now. This is the stage where we are. We have got to find our own money. Where is it being hidden? Because they can't be keeping billions in Zimbabwe. They're taking it outside. But under what companies? Under which individuals? This is what we are supposed to be doing now. This is where we are going. These are small successes of stopping him from enjoying. We can't stop him from coming to the UN. Yes, he will go out for UN. But we should keep on doing the same thing. We need to start being proactive now. This is the time.
Well, lastly, sir, we have the case of Florence Marume, the police assistant commissioner, who I briefly conversed with, and that was in just a few weeks, a week ago or so. And we have people arise in these tortures, okay, against them, particularly Nelson Chamisa's members. And few people have been followed even to their homes, in their properties. Where are we here in compiling dockets? Where are we compiling my dockets about? Because my dockets are dockets, yeah, because Mnangagwa, some of them already know. And on this delegation here, are you perusing that delegation so that we can find if there are those who have committed my crimes, yeah, of torture, because we know that the crime of torture in Zimbabwe is prosecuted over here. You can be locked up.
Yeah. What happened is we asked the Foreign Affairs Ministry, the Foreign Office here, to say we need the list of whoever who is coming. And we managed to get a list. However, when they are still here under diplomatic passport, we can't publicize it openly. But what we can do, we are looking. If we can find anything, definitely we can forward it once they are here.
So what's your message to Zimbabweans who might have been tortured in Zimbabwe, and they know that someone traveled to the UK? What should they do? Should they contact you? Who should they contact so that something is done?
Yeah. They can contact us immediately, and if it's there on that list, we'll try to do something. We've got quite a number of lawyers that we are working with. Right now, we are working with Amnesty as well, and again at this conference, we've got lawyers who are there waiting right now. If anything happens to me, these are waiting right now for my phone call to say, are you okay? If I say something is happening to me right now, or I know of someone who has got to be arrested, who is here in the UK, who has committed ABC crimes, and these are the tokens that we ignored in Zimbabwe. It's a matter of a phone call. So we have all these resources, but we are not. What was happening before, we didn't know how to get this information, but now we know what to do. So if anyone knows of anyone, they can even inbox you if they want. We can take action on it right away because we have got the lawyers who are standby. They are there 24/7, especially during this conference. If you know someone who is in that delegation, yes, we can try. We won't promise you that we will win, but we will make a lot of noise about it. And we know the newspapers to approach. We know how to make noise. Because a lot of people have been running away because they are using that diplomatic passport. Because since that incident involving the American woman, a lot of things have changed now. You can't hide under a diplomatic passport anymore. So we can try as much as we can. Give us the information. We'll try. We have the list, but we don't have the cap. This is what is happening at the moment.
Wow, here we are, yes, and this is the event. John, would you want to say something? Got over 1,000 people watching here. You've heard it, what has happened today, John, and you're one of the founders of the Zimbabwe Human Rights Organization that is doing a tremendous job here in coordinating the people across the UK and beyond. And John, for years, I've even attended some meetings where you participated, confronting governments. Quickly, John, tell me, in your words, as an Englishman, what do you understand by what has happened today? And I need you to speak, John, to the young generation. What a young generation is British, so they are no longer like myself. Yeah. So what? Just relate to me what you heard today, so they understand in the language of a Brit. Okay, what has happened right here at this building, this massive structure here, where you're standing, this beautiful old building in the middle of Glasgow.
Now, this building will house a gala event which is being organised by a faction of the ZANU-PF people. The chairman, the chief executive of this organisation that runs this event venue, has told us that Mnangagwa will not be attending this event tomorrow evening. That was his word, will not be attending. Now, whether it's a different faction of ZANU-PF that we're dealing with to the one that had a party on Sunday night, I just don't know. Who knows what's going on in their minds? But what I need to say about the whole visit and the whole concept is there's two major issues that Mnangagwa represents in the worst way possible. One is the environmental damage that is being done in Zimbabwe at has been done for years under the auspices of ZANU-PF. And it is incomprehensible that he has a position to talk at the COP26 when the environmental qualifications of this man and his crew are so bad. Then we have the human rights angle, the genocides, the looting of the Congo. These issues have never been resolved. This is arrest warrant potential hanging over the heads of Mnangagwa. It is terrible that he's here on that ground alone. So on both the grounds of human rights abuse and the environmental issues is two major reasons why the Brits should have given him the cold shoulder. Now the photograph we're looking at, Boris Johnson meeting Mnangagwa, is a very odd photograph indeed. It's almost like Boris is pushing him away, as if to say, don't come near me. It's a very strange photograph.
You think so?
I think
So you think when Boris Johnson said, I like your scarf, okay, what did you hear as a Brit?
I never heard that at all. And if he said, I like your scarf, he must have misheard it.
Right. So if you say to me, I like your Simba, I like your scarf, what are you trying to say?
Yeah, that's right. You're gay, you know?
Right, okay, quickly, John, about what has happened today here at this building here. In short, in 30 seconds, please communicate to us.
We will be having we'll be meeting here tomorrow evening to have a demonstration, just in case Mnangagwa doesn't arrive or tries to arrive, simply because if he does, we could potentially arrest him. Crime against humanity.
Wow. Here we are, this is the Zimbabwe Human Rights Organization, ZHRO, and you can follow them on Facebook and Twitter.
And at our website, zhro.org.uk, where we've actually commented on the various aspects of climate change and this shindig they're having. That is an excuse for the COP26 to trade we mentioned in the article. Some good articles on there. Read it all.
Right, here we go, dear witnesses. Here we are. We are at the building here, and people are still tuned in here. And right, anyone who wants to join in and speak and connect with the Zimbabweans here before we shut, I'm going to drop the link here. Video. Okay, so link to join here. I'm going to put it here. Right, so this is the link to join if you want to say something to Zimbabweans as they celebrate what they're calling here Masport Aputika Ega. Today, on the 1st of November. Okay, quickly. Here we are, Mr. Bermanzira. Right, I've just been speaking here to ZHRO. Now we've got Rob. Come in, please. So we're hearing today that Emerson Mnangagwa is no longer coming here following your successful demonstration that you held, the emails that you sent to the owners or the CEO of this building. But quickly, tell us, Mr. Garmanzira, in short, why was this successful?
chokutanga ndechekuti inini ndakutaura kuti tinokufara chaizvo kana kuti Mnangagwa achauye pano ndokuda kuti isusu takati chiti iko kuti Mnangagwa ari mumwe mugirazi kwache tanga tisingatombobudi nokuti anga asingakodzeri kunge ari pasummit ye COP26. Tinonzwa kuti akauya nevanhu vanosvika 100 kana kurekedza 100 vanhu vakungouya kuzodya mari yeZimbabwe inotariswa kuti inogona kungeiswa kuma$16 million. Mari yakaitwa samudei yakaisenzeswa muzvipatara, muzvikoro, mumarodzi nechii nechii. Asi akagura vanhu 100 vasina chavanozoita navo kuno kuzoita zvavo pati kuno. Saka tisanga tichitaridzira nhasi taswera tichitaridzira tichiti isusu Mnangagwa anga asingafaniri ari pano. Tachoropoza tikataura nezvese iko vaMnangagwa kubvira kukura hundi kupota kwavari kuita vanhu makore ese aya vanhu veopposition kusuka kwavari kuita vanhu nokuita sei
kwese kutaura nhasi uye takanyorera charity commission yekuno mukuru wecharity commission yekuno Scotland tichivataurira kuti nezvemutambo wakaitwa mangwana panapa paitwa Mnangagwa ari tikiti Mnangagwa haafaniri kunge ariko panapa nokuda kwokuti imhondi nohwikirwa kwese takavazivisa tikanyorera futi kuvhenyu iyoyi tikavataurira kuti Mnangagwa haafaniri kunge ari kuno vakanyorera nekucharities commission kwese uko takanyora kwese kucharities commission takanyorera mukuru wacho kuti haafaniri kunge achiuya kuno tikanyorera vhenyu inoyi tichivataurira nezvehwikirwa Mnangagwa nhasi vanhu vari kudemonstration vanyora kuti maemail vakaona kuti vhenyu inoyi vachiti Mnangagwa haafaniri kunge ari kuno vakafamba vakauya futi kuzotaura nezvenyu inoyi saka isusu zvinotifadza kuti venyu yateerera kuti Mnangagwa hakodzeri kuti ari kuita achiita bati rino nerwipi rwake tinofara chaizvo navenyu.
This is Zimbabwe, and this is the raw restoration for human rights. And our viewers, readers, listeners, we've dropped a link here for people to join in via video. So we've got 4 or 5 people joining in. Right. Munofanira kupinda muine video riri so muine internet iri good so that mukwanise kuinteracta panapa navakarimanzira ewo muchiconnecta nemasports aitwa panapa aputidzwa nemazimbabweans pano panapa paGlasgow panapa patiri kuona pano tichihwa kunzi Mnangagwa achauyi pano warambidzwa Mnangagwa. So quickly ndikuda kuisa panapa the camera straight away so that you all can see me. Right, I think there's a slight challenge here. That's what he said. And let me just fix myself here. Okay, so quickly, our viewers, witnesses, here we are. I'm standing here with Mr. Karimanzira, and we've got over 1,000 people watching, and some Zimbabweans who actually joined in here. Zimbabweans, vachiona, people Right, tiri kuona panapa saka haisi imba yavakarumanzira ino yese. Sorry. No, Rombo. Okay. I think I muted there by mistake. Okay. Quickly. I think I muted there. Zareva, do you want to ask a question? Zareva, Zareva, do you want to ask a question? Okay. Mamoyo, do you want to ask a question? Okay, you just want to join. You just want to. What do you want to say something? You don't want to say something?
I just want to say why he came here.
Why did Mnangagwa come to the UK? Maybe Mr. Karmanzura can explain that.
Mnangagwa came to the UK for the COP26 climate summit at the invitation of the United Nations. It's a summit organized by the United Nations.
So you're telling me it's got nothing to do with the UK?
No, it's a United.
But we're watching in Parliament, and some Zanu-PF MPs were saying that Boris Johnson is the one who's invited Mnangagwa.
No. This is the United Nations event. He came here at the invitation of the United Nations. Yes, the venue happens to be in the United Kingdom, but the invitation was by the United Nations. So that's why you come to attend the summit.
We can't see these 100 people. Are they somewhere? Are they hidden somewhere?
They must be maybe busy shopping or whatever, because they didn't come for climate business. It's a pleasure trip for them, a way of getting money out of the country from the clay.
Leadership.
They get paid
Hands enough and out.
$2 for traveling to do nothing here in the United Kingdom at the expense of the citizens of Zimbabwe.
Wow, so thank you very much. Mamoyo, I'm going to remove you now. Thank you very much. Let's just hear others. Okay, so quickly here, where are others here? Right, Mamoyo, if I can remove you. So now we're going to have Mr. Z. Mr. Z?
Hello, how are you?
Yes, sir. Fine, thank you very much. Talk to Mr. Karimanzira here. Let's have your view or your question.
Yeah, I'm in South Africa, but I'm thinking those guys at UK, they make a right thing. Because we are suffering because of these people. They go to UK and spend a lot of money and they take a private jet. But most of people for Zimbabwe, when people are suffering, even here in South Africa, they don't like us. They say, go back to Zimbabwe and fix your country. You can't go back to Zimbabwe. While those people, they want to kill you. You see, that is the problem. You can't go there.
Wow, here we are. Quickly, our viewers, witnesses. Let me get maybe the next year question. Thank you very much, Mr. Z.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
very much, Minister.
Right. Okay, thank you very much. Shall we move to the next one?
Okay, it's fine.
Yes, thank you. Okay, here we go. We're going to ask the next question here. We'll get from Zareva. Zareva, do you want to say something quickly? Zareva? Zareva, are you going to say something? If not, we will have to remove you. Okay, here we go. Viewers, witnesses. Right, so now we're going to remove everyone from we're joined in here. We're going to please maybe exit so that we can okay, so here we go. So quickly, our viewers, readers, and listeners, we are beaming to you live from the Trades Hall building. And this is the building where Emerson Mnangagwa was due to attend quickly, and right at the center of Glasgow, where he was booked to attend a meeting. I'll get one last guest. Is that okay? Matthew. Let's get Matthew, right? Yeah. Talking to Matthew. Okay. And I will also, while we're on this one, I'm going to ask you to explain how people can participate with RAW, okay, with your organization. Right, this is Matthew. Matthew, do you want to ask a question?
Yes.
Wow. Mine's Wow, quickly. Thank you very much, Mr. Matthew. Right, shopping Zapana, Mr. Is it Zoe? Is it Mr. or Miss? Yeah, Mr. Zoe. Good evening to you, sir.
How are you, Mr. Simba?
Oh, fine. Thank you very much. Interact with Mr. Kalmanzira here. While we're yeah. Question, yeah.
Mr. Simba, I'm just good in the way, but I'll try showing.
Oh, amazing! No, isn't the way is good, please. Yes, David.
Okay. All right. Simba, ikhona into esimangaza ngabantu beZANU-PF ne. Now abantu aba like baze ngapho ngase kuzen COP26, but you find that abantu babhizi bathenga utshwala. What is that, Simba? Ngapha abantu baseZimbabwe abantu bayahlupheka. Now ama-drivers now in South Africa, they are chasing away. We are suffering, but now we enjoy the escorted bathenga amabhiya. Is it right ngaleyo ndlela yini?
I think vele is very bad ngoba ungananzelela amabhiya ngikona yazi bathengela lezi bhonda lapha ukuthi zigqoke ama-t-shirt aweZANU-PF. Kaya bethenga ngemali yeZimbabwe kodwa abantu eZimbabwe behlupheka, abantwana beZimbabwe sigcwele umhlaba wonke lapha ngoba ekhaya akusahlaleki ngomumo wangikhona. Yikho vele namhla sitshone sithengisela vele ku-COP26 and namhla-ke sikuyile lapha akumele ade kumele bathi kusasa sazobatshela ukuthi hhayi akumelanga uMnangagwa abuye lapha azenza iphathi lapha abantwana behlupheka ekhaya. Lathi sihlupheka lapha eBritani nakumele sifuna ukuba sisekhaya lathi. So sibatshelile abevenue lawa bathi uMnangagwa kasabuyi lapha, so bavumelane lathi ukuthi kasabuyi lapha. Njalo kusasa futhi sizabuyela siyethengisela ngalo. Vele into yenziwa uMnangagwa vele asiyithandi lathi, sesihluphekile vele asikufuni, so asoze siyekele sizaqhubekela phambili sithengisele.
Yeah, ngiyayithola kahle leyo nto i-wrong impela, because if ungabheka lapha like in South Africa they are like abantu abayisiphofu abacela imali endleleni, but you find abantu beZANU-PF they are busy enjoying themselves, bathenga utshwala benza ini. Abayicabanga le abantu abayisiphofu abantu bacela imali nayo bona bebhizi be-enjoya ngale ndlela na.
Uyazi ukuthi ukucabanga kwawo sometimes yazi angazi ukuthi wacabanga ngani ngoba vele it's beyond reason ukuthi umuntu angabuya angaqala abantu 100 from Zimbabwe ukubuya lapha eBritani ukuzokudla imali eZimbabwe, abantwana bethu eZimbabwe. Vele yikho vele sibaningi namhla abantu babuyile, abanye bevela eLondon, abanye ngaphi sibuye sibaningi satshona sithengisela lakathesi sokusebusuku la silapha vele kuvenue yangibona sibuyile futhi sazotshela abanikazi bevenue ukuthi hayi umuntu lo lingamvumela ukuthi angene lapha kusasa sasibona kusasa sesimisele ukuthi sikhonapha kusasa sishaye ingungu senzani sidemonstrate futhi lapha, so babonile labo ukuthi hayi akwenzi ngcono bayekele bathi uMnangagwa angasabuyi.
Yeah, but ngiyayibonga into eliyenzile, ngiyayibonga kakhulu, inhle kakhulu, iyabonisa ukuthi we are suffering. Sibizwa wonke amagama phandle kwelizwe lawo ukuthi amakwerekere ini, but bona abasicabanga ngiyajabula intelligence leyo inhle kakhulu intelligence leyo ngiyayibonga kakhulu ngiyabonga
nathi siyabonga. Well, here we go. Just witnesses, we're live here. Thank you very much, bro, Mr. Zoe. And while we're here, let me just quickly explain what has happened to those who tuned in right now. The building here that we're hovering, we're literally standing behind. This plastic structure, beginning from over there. Okay, as you can see, this is the trade hall. It is a charity building where Emerson Mnangagwa was built to attend tomorrow. And as Zimbabweans were getting here, following their successful protest, they did hear the emails, everything, how, I don't know how to say it, how loud or how effective or whatever. It looks like their message was heard. Following that, they were told upon getting to this door here that Emerson Mnangagwa is no longer attending. How? Whether or not he will come, he will eventually come. No, it's besides the question. The fact of the matter is, there was an official announcement made right here that he is no longer coming. And that was from a senior police officer, and the CEO relating that message to Zimbabweans. Our viewers, brothers and sisters, tuning in right now, this is our coverage. This is Emerson trip to Glasgow on day of his official entrance in COP26 climate change. And we're talking to different people about this. Some of the things that happened today. And what I found, which was very, very powerful, to me, and I shouldn't be using that word powerful, but it was. I found it really, really was the mission of successful prosecutions against the criminals here in the UK. At least three, because with the Zimbabwean protesters actually cost 26 francs. When also Sri Lankans, that it is possible to last course using English, Shona English, Zimbabwe English. It's possible to teach the sports, sports, here in the UK. And three so far, but we were put it zero. Line number diplomatic with all the diplomatic passports. Two deported. And quickly, our viewers witnesses, there was an emotional moment where, when Shepherd Yuda, who's another victim of Emerson Mnangagwa's brutal system, tortured and the like, and fled Zimbabwe, when he was speaking with this gentleman from Sri Lanka, and these things being relayed, he couldn't hold his tears. He started crying. Started literally crying. His eyes became red. It was such a monumental incident during our broadcast, right at the premises. Quickly, our viewers, readers, and listeners. Our viewers and listeners. 3 hours later, Zimbabweans who continued protesting, then marched. That place is over there, just about let me say here, about 1 kilometer away. So when they eventually came over here, that's when they were told that Mnangagwa is no longer coming, and a chief police officer, senior police officer, is announced so. ED is no longer coming to this building. That ZANU-PF was fundraising $50 per person. I'm going to charge around $50. 50 dippers. I'm not sure about saying about 50 dippers. Right, quickly. Right. We're going to take here one last person to ask a question here, to connect with us. Ranga, do you want to ask a question? Put some live things if you want. You can't see. Simba. Ranga. General.
Right. Right. So talk to General Yuda here.
Hello.
So network, please. Right. Hello? Hello? Yes, say something, please, quickly. Hello? Yes, quickly say something, please. Say something before we cut.
You guys. Izvo muri kuita hazvimboshande chinhu izvi. Chingodiwa munyika yeZimbabwe kunamata kuna Mwari bedzi. Then kwete zvamuri kuita izvi hazvishande. Amungofira ndati hamubudiriri nezvamuri kuita zvamubudiriri.
Isaiti hatinyatsogona ndataurira muri murima mukoma tinyatsogona chiso chenyu. Isaiti pachitu.
Hazvinzi vanotaura vatozvinzwa. Zvamuri kuita ndakambozitaura simba, ndakambozitaura mashure kupanda ndakati zvamuri kuita it's very, very wrong. Very, very wrong. The one thing chamuri kwanisa kuita as a nation tinofanira kunamata kuna Mwari, tikumbira kuna Mwari, Mwari otibetsera. Kwete kuti kwizvo muri kuita izvo hamumbofi makahwina nyaya iyi nyangwe zvaita sei. Hamumbofi bose Mwari vanhu vatsamwa.
Mati hamusi Mwari. Hamuna yatsonzwika apa mungokuri.
Simba. Ndakambotara issue.
Yes, Mboma.
Ndakambodiscussa mashure uko ndakati maitiro akadai so ayanaya hatione kuti hakuna kwatinomboenda. Chinhu chatirikwanisa kuita takaratitarira kuti vana veIsraeri vakabudirira sei. Mwari vakapindira. Kana Mwari vasina kupindira munofira mahara.
Hold on. Muningina. Wataura iwe kuti iwe muningina kandu muningina. Urikuita semwana mudiki kana uri munhu mukuru kaisarambi pana patikuoneka chiso chako. Unyatsotaura isarambi apo. Isarambi apo patikuoneka kana uri munhu mukuru. Urikuita semwanana. Urikuita semwanana ka. Chika semunhu mukuru. Kuita semunhu mukuru. Ayuti sorena. Sorena.
Izwa muningina ndikutaurire. Nyika yeZimbabwe takaona kubva Rhodesia. Tikaona Zimbabwe. Hauna chaunotaura kuti mahara iwe. Kuna vanhu vakafara musango vasina mapfuva. Uri kuzwa?
Iwewe.
Perera uzwe uri kuona mudikisiteri. Kana utarisa hauna kana chaunotaura. Geta we man. Kuzorera mwana anozongotira mahara. Anofira mahara iwe neni ndiani iwe.
Right. Muningina nditerere. Koini minister waritaura rapinda papi minister wangu.
Aiwa ndikutaura kuti issue takambotaura kare kuti iyi nyaya yekuita maitiro akadai so haashandi. Senyika yeZimbabwe chatofanira kuita ka ini handisi kuoposa zvamutaura but zvamukuita but tinoati isusu the issue ngatiite action kuti tokumbira Mwari anditi then toita action takumbira Mwari because pamwe toita makore tichiita chinhu hwani pasina zvikubudirira kana Mwari vasina kupindira kuvara mahara zvisiri kuti zvisina chinhu chatiri kuita pachinobudirira handisi kumbowa zvamutaura.
Okay, yasaka mkoma ipapo kati tiri ipapo. Kutirachana kwamataura imini kuti kunofira mahara ndiko kuna mata here ikoko. Ndiko kukumbira Mwari here ikoko.
No.
Mataura imini kuti munofira mahara ndiko kutaura naMwari here ikoko. Kutaura kubva wati iwewe munhu akasikwa nemufananidzo waMwari, ane mweya waMwari, munhu akasikwa nemufananidzo wake, wobva wamuti iwe anofira mahara. Zvekare mumutsetse imomo wobva wataura iwe kuti munhu iyeye anofanira kukumbira kutaura naye naMwari. Saka ndozvatuza kuti ndiko kutaura naMwari here, ndiko kunyengetera here ikoko, kuudza mumwe munhu akasikwa nemufananidzo wamusiki wedenga napasi. Iwewe chinokupa simba iwe kuudza munhu akasikwa nedenga napasi iwewe kuti unofira mahara. Chii chaizvo?
Okay, chimira yatoteerera ndofunga matadza kundibata zvakanaka. Handina kutaura kuti handina identity mataura nemasitiri, handisi kuti kufira mahara wokuti pane zvinozoitika kubva kune vanhu vanozokuvadza. Ndikureva kuti isusu senyika yeZimbabwe ndakataurira hangu chokocha muri kuita chinhu chakanaka chete, nokuda kuti tine chidokwa tine a burden over our nation. Saka chandinotaura ndechekuti pandataura chione kufira mahara handisi kutaura kuti isu kuti munhu anofa anourayiwa. Toda kuti tinogona kuwarira kana kupedza nguva yedu tichiwesa time yedu pasina nokuda kuti hapana Mwari avakupindira. But tifuna kuti chandinoza kutaura kuti tinoda action. Handiti sezvamaita izvo, handiti ndafara zvo zvamaita maite chinhu chakanaka, but as a nation tofanira kubatana maoko tonamata kuna Mwari then toacta tichiita zvinhu zvayo.
Maprofita akafira mvura unokanzwa ukasanamate Mwari.
Kana izvozvo naro idzodzo ndidzataura kuti togona kuita tozviitira pasi.
Maprofita akafira mvura ukasanamate Mwari here.
You guys chekedza ndachivanza kutaura
Mwari akasika munhu nemufananidzo wake, akamupa pfungwa 5 akati dina, akamupa mhuka akati idya. Uri kunzwa, akakuti vakaimba yekugara. Uramba uchida kuti Mwari chikero. Akarowa munhu akaenda. Right. My friend, we can't debate about God here. It's not about God, it's about it in Mnangagwa here. We can't debate about God. Even Satan it is Satan So what you can only talk about here is about how best we can remove Mnangagwa. How best we can stop that person from killing individuals. This is what we can discuss here. How best we can stop ZANU-PF from killing innocent civilians, shooting people in the CBD, brutalizing people. That is what we can only discuss here and nothing else.
Kuti amufarewo here imi mukaona hondi yauraya vanhu kuZimbabwe ichimhara paNew York airport kana paWashington airport kana paLondon airport ichibva kasungwa. Yokukandirwa muchitokisi amufarewo here nazvo amuonewo here ipapo kuti munamato unenge watopindurwa ipapo. Alright, zvekare ndinore panapa varanga tiri panapa pabuilding iyi yatikuona yamakatarisa iyi zibuilding rese iri rakatifanira kupinda murume anoitwa Emerson Mnangagwa ukuzvishavani ipapa ratanzwa panapa pamapurisa achitaura kuti Mnangagwa achapinda akarongedzeka saka ranga iwe uri kuti iwe vachinge tichiregedza here kuti zvatiri kuita tongonamata text power muripo muri kutaura zvamukutaura but pane nyaya yezvekuterera and handamboti muri kuita zvamuri kuita handambodaro ngati toita zvatiri kuita nditi uyezvebheteni asi uyezvebheteni tichitora nguva yedu tichiita zvatiri kuita imimi muri kuita zvamukuita zvinhu zvinobatika niti kana kuti vanhu kuita sezvo tinonamata tokumbira kuna mwari isu mhinduro ya mwari patinouya tinotofara kozi patinoona muchiita zvamai muchiita tichiona mhinduro yamwari handikaungomuri kuitisazvinzisa ranga ipapo ndapo kumbirana nawo newe chaizvo ipapo kunamata kunenge kuripo tichikumbira kuna mwari uchivapo futi ndinokumbirana newe navo Some of us today in Zimbabwe
Thank you very much, our viewers and listeners. We are going to
uchiona chiitiko ichi uchidini chichivhara okay ngaitawo
Thank you very much, our viewers and listeners.
panyika yezimbabwe kakuvana vezimbabwe zveshuwa tine nguva kana kuti taane makore tichishungurudzika nyika yedu
The network.
tina umi
Our network is down, so we are going to close. We are going to close this live now.
yezimbabwe tinoda peace. That's why
Thank you so much for watching. We are going to close this live now. Our network is down. Once restored, we'll come back.